Welcome back. This is Akanar here with more Silksong. This is episode 40, and we are here in our Bell home, rested and recuperated and ready to tackle the day here in Pharloom. And so let's look at our map and figure out what we're going to do. We have our main two objectives, that they're the two remaining portions of our main objective. Although I don't know how to get to one of them yet. I do not know how to get... find a way to the Pollen Heart. I have some ideas that we might start with today to try to find our way there. We also have our Sands of Karak, what I'm thinking of as the final leg of this overall mission, just because the snail shamans have only so far hinted, their dialogue is hinting at this the Pollen Heart. So I was taking that as kind of the game's prescribed order or suggested order that you're supposed to do these in. Carmelita first, and then the Pollen Heart, and then the Sands of Karak. What is it called? Which heart is this actually? The Heart of Might, or the Encrusted Heart. So those are the two big ones. We still have flea games, which we'll get back to at some point. And we now know, I think, the last place for Mr. Mushroom when we want to complete that quest, up at the top of the cradle. I also feel like we've been doing backtracking since the start of Act 3, and now I think we've made it through Bone Bottom, the Wormways, the Marrow, the Weave Nest Atla. We, of course, have our Sally Song 2.0. Deep Docks, Hunter's March, Farfields we've been to a couple different times now. I feel like those areas have been pretty well scoured. Wormways, maybe we could take another look at because we had Plasmified Zango, and I'm curious to check back and see what might be where we fought him, if anything. We took on the Outcast, Gur the Outcast last time in Farfields. And basically the only thing that I know of that we have remaining in Farfields is this door over here. That it feels like a closed door next to Carmelita's corpse that is going to open at some point, I think. We've done the business with Lost Verdania, and then we, of course, took on the Crawfather and the Craw Jurors and all that, the Court of Craws last time, which was a lot of fun. But we've, I think, basically explored all of Greymore except for the Wisp Thicket. And we might actually start here and make our way into the Underworks. Because outside of those, let's see, we've got Bellheart, which there's not too much to explore in Bellheart. But I've gone through Shellwood a couple different times now. I've gone through the Blasted Steppes, pretty much all of it. But I have not re-explored or backtracked the Sands of Karak yet. Except for the little bit that we did in the Volt Nest. And these mysteries of mysterious buckets of ore, ore deposits that we've got to deal with in various locations on the map. And then, so the Sands of Karak is on our list of to backtrack still, but we've done now the Slab and Mount Fae, but we've pretty much not touched the Citadel. The Citadel, the Underworks, these places we've only barely skimmed since Act 3 has begun. We've kind of gone through Sinner's Road, Bilewater, and Ducks a little bit, but I wouldn't call them 100% re-explored. So those are basically this northeast portion of the map is where our backtracking still remains to be done, and then also the Sands of Karak. So, where do we start? Where do we start? I think I had put a marker here where Greyroot was before, because I forgot to mention it last time, but an idea that I had that I wanted to try was using the Witch's Crest at that location. Just taking the Witch's Crest and going and, like, you know, doing our Witch Crest heal. Oh yeah, that's right. We also have this, the Craw Nest, is that what it's called now, on our Bell home? Which looks like nothing's been added to it just yet. There are actually, before I was recording, I was noticing there are these little details that have been added to our home, like the mementos in the background. And I also noticed that the Farsight is also back there. I don't think I had quite seen that before. Along with all these little bottles or vials of different things for our materium. So it just all these wonderful little additions to our, as our sawtooth circlet dings the walls of the bell. Our hot spring up here is a little bit useless at the moment because of our Silksong. So I don't know if we're just keeping it around for reasons, I guess. Hopefully Hornet is cozy. It's a cozy bit of warmth that's added to her home, and she's not sweating to death. But let's go back quickly to Greyroot's former location, which I did return to during my backtracking. I had gone back there to see if there was anything new. Oh, I unintentionally sawtooth circlet, just killing stuff without you even realizing it. I had gone back to Greyroot's hangout, which is where I need to go the next room over. But I had just gone in there, basically, and I think I played the needle in. That was basically the extent of my revisiting where we found Greyroot. But I thought that, you know, the words that the snail shamans used talked about, like, the root of the wood. This is not going to do anything, but I have to try. Okay, using the witch crest at this location does, in fact, do nothing. Fireworks and all. Not part of not part of having an effect on things. So we're going to take this off the map, because they also do say, though, at the top of the wood, and it feels like there's something in the top area of Shellwood that I'm missing. But I've been through here a couple different times, and I've been looking for places to silksoar, and I haven't seen any. So I'm wondering if we need to explore again around the bordering portion, the portion of the Citadel that borders next to where the Pollen Heart might be. Maybe we will do that. I also did want to go back to where Plasmified Zango was. So let's, we're going to kind of bounce around the map here, I think, to start. Just go to a couple different locations of interest that I have some questions about. Oops. So we're going to have a little bit of unfocused exploration here, as we have so many different little loose threads of curiosity and questions that need to be answered. Just curious if anything is going to be there, because we didn't get a reward. That was the big thing, is that we got our journal entry, but otherwise there was no charm or memento or anything like that, and we didn't get a reaction from Alchemist Xylitol. I think we go to Bone Bottom here, or is it better to go to Shellwood? And you can float down to where... Yeah, that's actually probably just a little bit quicker. Oh, and I'll change my crest as well. Get my Wanderer's Crest back on here. I am starting to like the Wanderer's Crest as a good default, and we'll keep that on there for the moment. Although I will switch over to a Sharp Dart, so I can zoom through some infested, lifeblood-infested Groms and Gromlings, whatever they're called now. See if that is necessary. But I think we will be focusing, most of our exploration today is going to be checking in on the Citadel, I think. We've done so little. We've had some shit. There are still some regular non-infested Gromlings here. Groms that I have to remember. Not this way. Starting off well here. Starting off very well here. Using that Sharp Dart, like I said I was going to do, to zoom through. Oh, at some point, I will become supremely comfortable with navigating the world of Pharloom. But we still got a ways to go. A little ways to go, at least. Man, it is actually not that easy to get to this guy, is it? And watch, when we finally get there, there's not going to be anything. There's not going to actually be anything new. But we have to check, right? This is part of playing the game. You must check. You must be vigilant. And the game will reward you with nothing. Sometimes it rewards you with something, right? There's been too many instances where we've come back to a place of interest before, and there has been some new interaction there. But in this case, not so much. Okay, so wonderful start to our. This is what I mean. This is part of the Metroidvania Silksong Hollow Knight experience. You know, is figuring these things out. At least for me, I had that experience with Hollow Knight, where there were many ideas that I would have that would not pan out, or places that I wanted to explore that didn't actually have anything interesting. So where do we go next? I thought there was at least one other thing that I might want to check in on. Or, No, I think those were the couple little side quests, I guess, that I had before we dive into the Citadel. We could also go back. Maybe we'll do one more little side quest here. One more for the road. Let's go over to the... I had one thing I wanted to try with the... We found Bright Vein last time, the core of the mount. And we found the magnetite deposit there. And I thought that we did have magnetite dice equipped, but we did not have the other magnetite item in our inventory. And that's the level of thinking that I'm at right now, is that I'm trying to just, oh, there's a magnetite deposit. Let me equip the things that are magnetite. Like, this doesn't really make sense why this ore would react to these two things just being equipped on our person, but I can't think of anything better. I can't think of anything else that would have an effect that I would want, or any effect at all, whether I want it or not. I just can't think of anything else that might work out. Yo, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good silk sword. A little too far there. Didn't quite need that much of silk sword. Oh yeah, and we do go in here. I think there's a construct here? No, he's up on the next level. The servitor ignum? Alright, and then we go up this way, right? Whee! And nothing. I don't know what's supposed to happen. Oh, okay. The other idea that I had... Oh, we can actually pogo this. Hitting it repeatedly with the needle seems to do nothing. Okay, now, I never did try the needle in, did I? I did not try using the needle in. I don't think I've used the needle with any of these ore deposits, but again, the reason I haven't done it is because it doesn't make sense. Unless there's like some structural resonance frequency that the needle can access. But that's not having an effect either, so I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck, guys. And like I said last episode, if you have a nudge for not for the magnetite deposit and not for the Voltridian deposit, but only for the Flintstone deposit, even though I think they're related, but don't tell me. Don't tell me if they're related. But if you have a nudge for the Flintstone deposit, feel free to leave it with the appropriate spoiler tag, Flintstone nudge below, and I may or may not look at it. I'm hoping I can get some inspiration before that happens. Hopefully. But in the meantime, I'll continue to mull that over. And now, let's get to the Grand Beltway. Let's go and start exploring the Citadel. And where we will start is we'll check in at the Songclave again, although the Songclave seems to have come to a standstill. But we have completed some quests, and we need to check and see if there are some updates in response to those quests being completed. So let's do that first. Starting with the first shrine. I feel like we're just in that we're in that stage of the game where I'm bouncing around between so many different ideas and thoughts. Nothing new from Sherma and nothing new on the wish wall. Okay. So it feels like the Songclave and Bellheart are both possibly at the point where they're tapped out, offering us new quests and things to do. Could they finally be? Have we reached the point where they no longer have anything left in their reservoir? So now, okay, I want to go. We need to figure out how to get to this Pollen Heart. And my thought was... What was my thought? My thought... I want to check both here, and I want to check at the Grand Gate. So actually, we need to go back. Let's go to the Blasted Steps. And go up through... where we fought the last judge. Go to the Grand Gate that way. Like this was another spot here where I had been searching for an opening to this Fallen Heart. I thought maybe there was like a chasm or something that had opened. That Sawtooth Circle has such a reach. You don't expect it to hit enemies and all of a sudden they're dead. But this area here, just like all the other bordering areas so far from what I've seen, none of them have an opening that leads to the Pollen Heart. So far as I can tell, maybe I'm missing something. But I had not yet. I'd basically, in my exploration so far, had come up to this point here, because this is still part of the Blasted Steps, and I would stop. I haven't yet actually stepped through here to the Grand Gate. And I'm not sure, have we even come back to the Grand Gate since the start of Act 3? I feel like we came through here once, right? At least once. But also, as we're here once again, I am not... I'm not sure I remember the level of destruction. It's so cool, all the parallax layers in the background. The bridges and walkways that are all broken in two. The world of Pharloom and the way that Team Cherry has designed it. It's so... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, we can actually silk soar onto this thing. Yo, what? I did not... I was not expecting us to be able to silk soar. Is this actually going to help me? Is there anything to silk soar to? unexpected, but also nothing to find, I think. I'm not seeing any openings there. Okay, so there's a ceiling here. An unexpected ceiling to actually grab onto, but it doesn't do anything for us. And then here, the floor hasn't, like, opened up or caved in any way that would lead down into Shellwood somehow. Now, what about this chamber, though? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, shit. Surrounded by two of you guys. I should have sharp darted. These drape mites are just surprisingly one of the more frustrating enemies just because of how sporadic they are. I have such a tough time getting their patterns. I don't know why, but there is a little ceiling attic area here. Okay, is this just like a way for us to get down to the underworks? It's like a side shaft next to the main elevator. I should have put my Ascendant script back on. It is, isn't it? It connects into this spot. Wow, there is a way to connect these two. It's not a permanent, disjointed elevator shaft. Now, at the same time... Oh! Aha! Aha! Now, okay, is this just going... No, look at this. There's Shellwood. There is Shellwood. Oh my god, is this it? The environment... Oh! Oh, shit! Okay, hold on. Hold on here. Let's just, we can come back up here, right? Because there is a ceiling here that you can silk soar and latch onto, right? This is so cool. This is actually paying off the way that I was hoping it would. I think. But I just want to see if there's anything new in this little... This is just... It's moments like these that kind of make me... Well, I'm already in love with the game. I'm already in love with Silksong. It's already one of my all-time favorites. I'm still undecided on whether I like it over Hollow Knight. I don't know. Hollow Knight maybe always will just have a special place that no other game can have. But I'm going to take the bench here. But it's moments like that where we came and fell down that elevator shaft so long ago, right? It was like the start of Act 2. And basically I had reached a point where I thought maybe we could go through the broken light there for a second. I'd reached this point where I don't know when it was, but it was probably after double jump, right? When we got the double jump and came back here and oh, I can't reach that shaft or I can't reach that wall. There's nothing to, even if I go here, like, and use claw line, like I'm out of reach of grabbing onto the wall. Dang it, I can't get back up this elevator shaft. And sure enough, you just had to wait around long enough. Just wait around long enough. Now we're still in the Citadel. But boy oh boy have we have also entered into Shellwood-esque territory. I think, yeah, I could tell, well, I just noticed looking at the map here, I can't see it right now because Hornet's Head's in the way, but I noticed the opening there that now, I don't know if, did it show that before? As, like, you know, when the map connects, when you have like an unfinished, when you have a doorway that leads into another room, and you haven't had a border that's drawn. Let me just move Hornet a little bit here. Yeah, you can see it here. Was this like this before? You've got the opening from the secret sus wall, but then the one below it. I don't remember this looking like this. I feel like it was like a bordered in wall that didn't suggest an opening before. And it only shows up because of us opening up that sus wall in the elevator shaft. Now this is connected. It all connects. Oh boy. Void versions. Oh, you know what I just... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna spend some more rosaries, but it's fine. We got plenty of them. I forgot a thing. We were supposed to... We have a new pin to try, guys. Or a new... We have a pin badge to try. And I totally forgot to equip it last time. Oh, it's a blue one, though. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna take out the Volt filament and put in the pin badge. I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot. I also want to bring back my sentence script. Okay, there we go. Now we got the setup that I like. And now we can have ultra fast hunter strikes, needle strikes. Oh, that is so cool. Am I hearing a void mass? I think so. But it's above us. Dude, I'm so excited right now. We found the way into Shellwood, I think. Trying not to get too ahead of myself just in case this doesn't pan out. Oh, that was destructible. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? I was looking for a secret in the ceiling. I saw there was like debris falling down and I thought there might be an opening, and that's what I was doing. I was like, I need to get into the secret opening in the ceiling. And instead it breaks the big old counterweight that smashes the floor. Dude, this has got to be it. Oh, look at the it's got Shellwood coloring to it, even though it's like part of the Citadel map still. Okay, there's got to be a void mass around here. Oh yeah, sentence script. Oh shit. God damn it. No, I meant to rosary cannon. I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. I meant to freaking rosary cannon. Now I wasted a bunch of silk. Damn it. I don't have my reserve bind. Oh, wow. Okay, so this time the light shining down. There's been many instances of the light shining down that doesn't actually mean there's a thing in the ceiling. Okay, I kind of do need my weave light, though, now I'm realizing I don't have my 3 bars of silk that I normally get. Oh, that's why this ledge was here. I was trying to figure out what's the point of this ledge. Shortcut. Yeah, there's our void mass. There's one of the shellwood, all the plant life from shellwood that's been... Okay. Silk inserting herself at the perfect moment, as per usual. Although, wouldn't she like it? Was she actually cheering us on there? Yay, another void mass destroyed. There was more down here. There was something else down, and I'm running out of silk and masks, even though we have 10 masks now, which is awesome. But there was more to the left. How did I not grab that wall? What happened there? Is it because I deployed my... Did I deploy my Drifter's Cloak again? Let's get this guy out of the way. Don't have to worry about that distraction. Shards, okay. We came back for shards, guys. That's important. That's important. No, the biggest one fell down into the spikes. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. All right. I could already use a bench because I forgot my reserve heal. But at least we are getting into Shellwood from a different angle. And we're also entering a very wide open space. Oh, Citadel bugs. What were these guys? The, not the choristers, but the envoys. Lots of dead envoys. Covered in green goop. Oh, who is that? Friend or foe? Oh.
Sakura Sila.
I thought for sure when the neck crack, I thought that was definitely a foe. Maybe still is. Halt, stranger. I am charged forever to guard the sacred shrine beyond. Any who wish to pass must cross their weapon with my own. I guess a lot of the people we know in Silksong are kind of both friend and foe. They talk to us, but they still present a challenge. Challenge the Guardian. I'm so not ready. I'm so not ready for this. But... okay. Shrine Guardian Seth! Shrine Guardian Seth. Yo, he just threw his symbol at me. No, it bounces. Damn it. Shrine Guardian Seth. We have to talk about Shrine Guardian Seth in just a moment, but I'm gonna see if I can get any sort of... Dang it. Okay. We definitely have to get Needle and lyrics from Shrine Guardian Seth. Okay, we have finally met Seth. And I have been, I think we talked about this ever so briefly, maybe during the credits. Is it Seth Goldman? But this has been actually a couple months now. I think it was back, yeah, it's been a couple months ago where my sister, oh, we don't have a journal entry for this guy yet. My sister mentioned to me that I might at some point down the road encounter a character in the game called Seth. And she relayed to me a story about who this character is based on. This character apparently is based on or named after a real life person, who I'm presuming is Seth Goldman, mentioned in the credits. And the story, if I can remember, it's been a little while, but basically Seth had I think a terminal form of cancer or some other disease, and basically he somehow Team Cherry became aware of Seth. I don't know if it was social media or Reddit or however it was, but it was essentially becoming clear that Silksong he was a huge Hollow Knight fan. Seth was a huge Hollow Knight fan, and he was so looking forward to Silksong and being able to play Silksong. But of course, Team Cherry taking their wonderful time in order to make this game into the masterpiece that it is. Unfortunately, terminal cancer doesn't wait around for a video game to come out, and Seth had passed. Seth ended up passing away before the video game was released. However, his story and his fandom for the game, Team Cherry became aware of it somehow. I think there might be a lot more to the story, and I forgive me if I'm missing out on some of the details here, but the point is they decided to put a character in the game dedicated to Seth because he was not able to make it to play Silksong, but this was their way of carving out a space within the world of Pharloom to remember Seth. So I have been made aware of that angle to the story here. And so yeah, this is it. Guardian Seth. We are finally here. And man, he's, just like everything else in Act 3, looks like he's going to be a handful. So shout out to Seth. And we're going to try to enjoy this as much as possible. So what am I trying to do here? I've been sitting here talking when I meant to do some retooling. I think what I will do momentarily is I'll give myself the weave light just to make sure I have needle in. We'll keep the strings here, and we probably don't need the compass for the fight. But you know what? Let's not retool too much here. Let's not really change around, except I think I will change my silk skill. We've been using Sharp Dart and Cross Stitch a lot. I want to use something else for this. Let's just go back to the good old Silk Spear. Let's just bring that in. And instead of our Rosary Cannon, I will fill up my Rosary Cannon real quick. But let's actually shift to... I have no rosaries. Shit. Okay, let's put on the throwing rings. There we go. A little... It feels fitting. It feels fitting. Finally meeting Guardian Seth will bring the throwing rings to the battle. This is actually looking like it's not a terrible run back. So what I was just thinking, though, this is the closest bench. This is the closest bench that we're going to have until we actually establish a connection through to Shellwood. But I've been waiting. Like, it had been a couple months since my sister relayed that story to me. And so I had kind of been, I was like, when are we gonna... It takes me forever to play games. But I'd been thinking, like, when are we gonna cross paths with this Seth character? How long before it actually happens? Oh, so now I get why these envoys had all been trying to pass. They had been trying to make their way past the Guardian. Do you react to the needle in before we fight you? You do! Memories kept. Ages pass. Guardians call. Sacred seeds. Memories kept. The Guardian being the Pollen Heart. The keeper of the Pollen Heart. Now, we'll try doing the needle in during battle as well, because sometimes the Silksong changes. You may remain here and rest if you choose. I am no enemy of yours. Only if you try to step beyond will I raise my weapon against you. Then tell me, warrior, of the shrine you guard. These caves on Wood's Edge seem long forgotten.
Well, so.
Some things may be hidden, but never forgotten. The shrine remains to remember the wood's first seed, her that once was and always is. I am the last bound to protect it. I am the last bound to protect it. Sadly, in that service, many have fallen to my blade. So he said we could rest here. We could say no. Then go no further, that peace may remain between us. Now just because he said rest doesn't mean like he's giving us a bench. He's not giving us a bench. I thought for a second like, here, have this bench so you can respawn right away, right near where we have a fight. So, okay, at what point does he raise his, what if I go here? What if I go here? What if I go here? It's like, don't take one more step. Okay. What if I take that one more step? God damn it, Silk. That scared me. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. So, there's actually no way forward at the moment. That's kind of weird. So he's not really... Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, why did he not attack us when we walked past him? Dude. Hold on, hold on. Dude, that is a cool ability that he does with his symbol. Jumping is turning out to be not such a good plan. So he catches, he like teleports to his shield. Oh god. He actually teleports to the shield. That is so badass. Oh my god. Okay. That could be an opening for doing the needle, and that could be an opening as well. Thank you, Dice. No, he lunges forward. So he lunges forward after he does the big, like, I don't know, dome shield aura that he puts around himself. Maybe it might be a stupid thing to try to get the needle in when he's attacking us. But there is a part of me that looks at it as kind of a fun challenge. Like, can we do this? This is actually not a bad run back at all once you establish that shortcut. I wish more fights were like that. Okay, so now he doesn't talk to us at all. He's completely hostile from the moment. Didn't get the needle off. You like have to be playing the needle in when he lands, I think. Like if I'm waiting till after I've gotten hit, that's just not gonna cut it. Yo, what? Oh shit. Okay, so if I run too far away, man. I don't, okay, all right. He is not going to let me get a needle-in interaction very easily. I forgot to fill up my silk. It's like its own unique challenge, just getting the needle-in openings. But of course we can do it before, I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes I can't, like, I have that, I'm trying to do the needle in, but Hornet is still like sprinting. In order to actually dodge his moves, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't figure it out, guys. These enemies. The game gives you the opportunity to needle in before you actually fight him. Ah, he does use it as a shield, of course. Because he's a guardian. And it's like hitting a bell home. When we hit the symbol, it acts like a bell, basically. Jumping over that is not a good idea. I keep trying to do it though, because it's just an instinct. Oh, why did I don't know why I tried to dash through him. Thank you, dice. They give you this wide open area. You can just run through the whole place fighting the guy, which is pretty cool. And that is, you know, in a lot of instances, Hornet's dash strike is pretty powerful. Oh, you actually responded that time. Oh, I didn't hit the needle button soon enough. Ah, he put the shield up to protect from the pogo. Thank you, dice. This guy's tanky, man. He's living up to that guardian name. So much health. Oh, good timing there. Yo! Did we win? No, we did not. He's only just begun. You thought you won. This music is heartbreaking, man. And when you know the backstory, when you know Seth's actual backstory, if you're just sitting there listening to the music thinking about that. Man, Silkspear's a tough one, dude. Like, it's so much less useful. Wait, why does it show my cocoon way up there? That's kind of a buggy. That makes no sense why the cocoon's there. Yeah, he's actually just like the pollen heart is right beyond the guardian. Ah, man, like, let's keep Silkspear for the moment, and I will try to work it in, because I haven't been using my tools or skills at all. As per usual, I'm like saving all my silk for healing. I'm sure there could be some useful retools here of some of our yellows. And maybe I should go to a different crest. The Wanderer's Crest doesn't have to be... We could switch to the Hunter's Crest here. Oops. Okay, that was bad, but at least we got part of the heal off. Oh, what the hell's that move? I never seen you pull that one out this phase. Where did that come from? Oh, I'm landing on him. Yeah, he's pulling out that spin move. Where's that coming from? Man, you really have to keep him on camera. If he gets off camera, you're really asking for punishment. Okay, yeah, he did, like, the last fight, I don't see that move at all. That was lucky. Oh, shit. I needed to get a heal. I needed to hit you one more time so I get a heal. No, oh, shit. Okay, at least we're progressing into phase 2. At least we're progressing into phase 2. I think I should switch crests. Feel like Hunter's Crests might be better for this. We'll keep Silk Spear on there. And we'll keep the rings. And then maybe we'll throw on... Flea Brew could be good. That could be good. And I'm thinking also that the Paul Apart might be good. I don't think we need Quick Heal. But having Paul Apart on here would not be a bad idea. Oh, we should be using Claw Line, shouldn't we? Maybe we do this to encourage me to use Claw Line. But the thing is, Claw Line kind of competes with Silk Spear. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna use the Fall Apart. That extra bit of DPS does feel very nice. Oops, wrong way. Extra little bit of DPS. Guardian Seth. I like this guy. He's kicking my butt right now, though. You keep dodging my pogo. I have a diagonal pogo now. Gotta remember, it's not Hunter's Crest. Or it's not a wanderer's crest. This is the hunter's crest. Just let him follow my my smog trail. That's the way to kill him. I mean, that could be a legit strategy. No, you stinker. Okay, I don't know how I did that. Yeah, what the hell happened there? It felt like I was behind him. Oh my god. Shit, dude. That's not a good move. Yo, wow. He just was so not pulling that move out before. Oh no, you stinker. Yeah, just kill me. Just kill me. It's it's like the most disheartening thing. The most disheartening thing that can possibly happen in the game is getting your heal interrupted. There's nothing that kills your motivation to continue with an attempt quicker than that. God, oh. So not only are they going to give you, well, who knows? Who knows what's going to lie after this? I'm like imagining in my mind that the pollen heart is going to involve some other really insane fight like Carmelita. Who knows? Guardian Seth might be the insane fight. Oh, my cocoon is over there. He like backs out of perfect range, backing out of my dash strike. Like he knows it's coming right there. Like so timed to perfectly dodge my strikes. Which means we gotta adjust. We gotta adjust strategies. Lucky. No, you how? This music, man, is just heartbreaking. I didn't need to heal. What did I do that for? I did not need to heal. What am I doing? So he does triple of that, huh? Triple of that shield move. Force field, whatever. Worst time to go for a heal. Worst actual time. Bro, this second phase is ridiculous. Okay, I need to spend time learning the moves. Like, I'm too much in attack mode in that phase, and I need to be a little bit more in, let me figure out what is going on. Let me actually decipher what the hell this guy is doing. I'm sure cross-stitch would be an awesome skill for this. I'm sure it would be an awesome skill for this one. Grubberfly's Elegy. Not Grubberfly's Elegy, but the Flea Egg. That gives us discounted spells. If you could stay healthy and just keep cross-stitching the whole time. How did I swing and miss you both times there? Shit. It's like sometimes he has like the perfect exact response. I tried to counter Pogo. Sometimes he's like 3 steps ahead of me. Oh no, I thought I would have iframe still. Dude, come on. I'm not getting enough iframes after getting hit. Okay, I pogoed his shield there. That was so lucky. Okay. Oh, come on. I over-anticipated. Bad heal, bad heal, bad heal. How did I not get punished? So sometimes he doesn't do the triple shield, the triple dome. There he's doing it. Shit. Oh, what the hell? Salute to Seth. That was so much fun. That was so much fun, and there it is. The way has opened up. I'm on one mask. I honestly thought that we had done a simultaneous kill. I somehow thought I had beat him at the exact same time that he killed me. That was awesome. Shrine Guardian Seth, eternal defender of Shellwood Shrine. His pin and symbol show many marks of their use. He offered fair warning and challenge, a duel in the purest sense. I admire his honor and his skill. And of course, when you know the backstory, it's just that much cooler. And that theme makes so much more sense. How that's like one of the most somber, heartbreaking themes in the entire game. Shellwood Shrine. I'm hoping it's gonna give me a bench. I'm hoping. Bench, please. Any moment now. Any moment now. Here we honor the seed that sprung the wood. By her grace, may all bugs pass safe to join us and our song. They said, the snail shaman said that this was not a... It basically wasn't even a bug, right? That laid at the heart of the wood. A fountain. Yeah. We have one mask. Let's just do regular needling. Let's do the regular for a moment. Just see if there's any lyrics. Usually there's not, though, right? Usually when you get the big heart palpitation sound, it's time for Elegy of the Deep. It did refill our masks. It didn't refill our silk, but it does refill our masks. Oh, that's the exit. The exit is to the right this time. That's always so cool. Like, you have this Weaver entrance room, right? The whispers of the Weavers and the spider webs. And is this like a... The reason that is how the dream starts is that you're delving in to... Does it give us a Elegy of the Deep? It just says hold down for Elegy of the Deep. But it's a Holy Weaver talent, this Needlin, right? And so the ability to delve into... I don't know if these are dreams, but that's... I can't help but keep saying that because that's what we did in Hollow Knight. But yeah, this is the Weaver skill that Hornet is wielding here. And then it slowly transitions into the Shellwood inspired background. Oh, I did not mean to go down. Okay. Oh, there's platforms here. What I meant to do was a silk sword. Gotta look for secrets, guys. Gotta do it. You never know when they're gonna stash a secret in a dream. You never know. Oh my god, it is so bright down there. Radiance, is that you? Oh, what in the world? What is this? What is this? Nyleth. Okay. Oh god, you're doing this thing. Nyleth. Convened within, lost without. Oh, okay. Don't stand close to her, apparently, when she does that. Nyleth. Okay, so it's gonna be like Carmelita, where you can get some Needle and lyrics at great cost. It's a giant plant, and you can see it now. Now I see it in the water fountain. I get it now. This must be the pollen heart, where the water is spewing from right here in the fountain. That's like the symbology of the pollen heart, and how it's the fount of all life within Shellwood. That's great. Okay, let's go back to the bench. Let's go back to the bench and let's retool a bit. Let's think about switching up our setup here, as well as charging up our silk. Nyleth. Nyleth. The heart of Shellwood. But we do have to pay. I could get by. I could skip the rosary charge if I really was greedy here by going to save and quit. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do rosaries because we've got them. We're going to spend rosaries because we've got them. Okay, Flea Brew doesn't feel like it's as good in an arena that's going to be this small. Paul Apart might still be good. But instead of Flea Brew, do I want to keep the... Do I keep the Hunter's Crest even? Or do we try to be a little bit more of a challenge mode and go with the Beast Crest? That could be fun. That could be interesting. And the thing that's great about these dream fights is we can feel free to unleash as many tools as we want and not worry about running out of shell shards. So we could do Pimpillos, and we could do Sting shards feel pretty good. Just be able to throw these everywhere. And we have more of them than cogflies. But also having just like a cheap reapplication of damage. I don't know exactly how the polyp heart works. If it's the same exact dot, damage over time that you get. Does every single weapon apply the exact same dot? Or do some weapons apply a more powerful dot? Don't tell me. I think we'll go with the threefold pin. Let's do that. As opposed to the throwing ring, I think. Because there's not, so far, from what I can tell, there's no multiple enemies to bounce between. And then for our yellow charms, the Ascendant Script could actually be good here because of the wall. And we'll keep the spider strings just for the moment until we get our needle and lyrics, and then we can swap it out for... See, the yellow charms just aren't super necessary in any fight, really. But I guess weighted belt is better than any of the other competing options, because none of them are super relevant to combat. I'm trying to think, though, what to say here, other than the fact that we're battling a giant plant. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know exactly how to feel about it. And also, I'm, like, mentally preparing myself for another Carmelita experience. At least this time, we don't have a gauntlet to go through, I think. We're just jumping right into the boss fight, so there's that. Nope. She says, ah, stop it. Stop it. Reaching forward and out. Thank you. Thank you, Dice. It longs the hole. Why did I move? Shit. Oh, that's double damage, of course. Because it's Silksong. You too, distant shape. Oh, that's a beast claw. I have a beast claw. I forgot we equipped the beast claw. Shit. I'm doing the beast claw, dude. You don't get to heal the way you thought you did before. Wandering Seed. Damn it, I should have just stuck to getting that last bit of needle and lyrics. Come on, Horny. Nothing incredibly insightful from these lyrics other than it's just, you know, reinforcing the fact that this is the heart of the forest. This is the seed of all life within Shellwood. Nyleth. That name sounds familiar. Oh, I can't attack you until the... Why am I able to stand this close to you? I just needed to move a little bit more, okay. U2, distant shape. Who is it referring to there when it says U2? Distant shape. Oh, what the hell? Okay, we're in a second phase. Got it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so all right, there's basically no floor in phase 2. There's like a itty bitty little bit of floor. That's cool. Okay, I like that actually. That seemed pretty fun, and I'm already actually kind of liking the fact that we're using the Beast Claw, because that sideways pogo looks like it might actually be pretty useful in that phase. Could be pretty useful in the whole fight, since the boss is always at like one of two sides in the arena. You gotta be careful though when you stand close. Gotta be careful. Shit. I'm trying to get close after I activate the healing in order to actually gain my health back. And that's getting me killed. That's also getting me killed. Because I don't see that attack very often, because it's only when you stand close that she pulls it out. Ooh, okay. Oh, there was something that hit me there? Hello? Oh. Okay, Jesus. I don't know exactly what's hitting me sometimes. That time I knew what was hitting me. Yeah. Oh, you really... Jesus Christ. Okay, there actually is no floor. It's only there when you... It's only there when you respawn. There's actually no floor. Holy crap. Okay. What in the world is going on right now? Seriously though, I gotta get used to the hitboxes that are in play here. Because I'm certainly hitting her or other things sometimes and not realizing it. It's just all one big blur in some cases. I also have Sharp Dart equipped. I could probably use a different tool. I probably don't want to be Sharp Darting too much, because if I'm Sharp Darting into her, that means I'm Sharp Darting into spikes. I also forget how the dash strike works with the Hunter's Crest. Hunter's Crest, the Beast Crest. But at least there are some pretty substantial openings to actually get the full 3 hits worth of healing if you're just patient enough and you don't rush into things. Okay. Damn it. So, I gotta work on my claw lining as well. Oh my god. Seriously? No, that was a bad heal. Okay, man. Putting my brain in a blender over here with some of these moves. What am I... how do I avoid from getting put in the blender like that last end of that fight there? Let's just go back in. Let's go back in. This is one where Silk Spear would actually probably be pretty good. Breadstorm could also be a shout. Rune Rage could also be good. This is actually one where Cross Stitch. Probably Cross Stitch is still good because you can do it in the air, right? But Sharp Dart I think is probably the worst one to have here. Okay, the way the Beast Crest dash works, there's like a lunge, and you have to remember you have to have proper spacing to do that lunge. Shit. I got greedy. Now, if you have proper space, it's actually not bad. It's not a bad move. You just gotta have the proper space. Oh, man. I needed a claw line there. I needed a claw line. Too late on the claw line. Wait, I can claw line through her there? Does the claw line heal me as well with this crest? I think it does. Pimpillos are probably not going to be good. Unless I'm respawning. Okay, so she does not have a hitbox when she's sprinting across the arena? I'm just picking the wrong time to claw line in. I have to wait till after an attack. Claw line has to be good here, right? Claw line has to be like an OP ability. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, and then we're gonna retool our setup here just a little bit. So let's get the Pimpillo out of here, and Cogflies. That could be just a nice way to reapply poison. I could see that being useful as well. And yeah, we definitely take Sharp Dart out of here, and basically anything but Sharp Dart is probably pretty good. Probably Cross Stitch is going to be awkward in most it might even just not be good because she actually wasn't really hitting us when she was crossing the arena, which maybe I was getting lucky with the way that the hitboxes, but it also felt like there was another time where she did hit us. Except maybe it was the spiky projectiles or the spiky balls that she's summoning from the floor. So I don't know what we want to do here. I don't know what we want. I could see Silk Spear probably being... Maybe that's just the best one. Rune Rage, the randomness is kind of... Could be good. Like, she covers a sizable space whenever she is hittable. So Rune Rage could be good, but it does take a long time to wind up the Rune Rage. I think we'll go with Silk Spear. We'll go with Silk Spear, and then the spider strings we'll just swap that out for the weighted belt, but I don't think that one matters. If we wanted to get really the barbed bracelet, man, we have not done that at all. But I'm guessing it's going to get us like double damage, right? I don't know that this one is worth it. But if you wanted to be very, very, very careful, I don't know. This feels like a challenge run sort of tool. One that I'm not currently ready to experience or indulge in. So the one that we could consider switching to might be the snitch pick, because poison seems pretty powerful, but also claw line, increased claw line damage also might just be super OP. It could be a thing. I'm gonna keep the polyp pouch for now though. Let's just make those changes and see how it goes. We could even just summon these cogflies before the fight, right? Because you can do like 4 of these things. Maybe you could do more. Although, will the poison that they inflict, will it be defeating the purpose of having so many cogflies? Because now the damage over time is like kind of getting reapplied at such a oh my god, fuck. Shit! Taking too much damage here. It probably makes a lot more sense to have one cogfly at a time. Okay, she can't hit us. I don't know what was happening before. We were probably just getting insanely lucky at the fact that she wasn't hitting us when we were claw lining across the arena. One thing about claw line is it does have a range to it. It has a range to it. You have to be close enough. I'm trying to let claw line from all the way from the other side of the arena. That's not the way to do it. Shit. Shit. Greedy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I'm not watching where that thing is landing. I'm so not, I'm like looking at her instead of where the actual projectile is coming. The beast claw, I think or the beast crest is actually pretty okay for this. I think this is a perfectly fine crest for this boss because the sideways pogo actually works most of the time, but I am making the mistake sometimes of being a little too high, and I think my pogo is just running out. I think that's what is ultimately happening here. But otherwise, this is a possibly a great crest for this, to be perfectly honest. You just gotta kind of be to the side of her, you know? Although that one confuses me. Like, why am I getting hit there? I don't understand. Okay, that one I am not confused. I just ran into the spiked The thorns being projected from below. There was a second round. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong there to get hit. I don't understand it. But I do like the fact that claw line can heal you when you're in your heal mode with beast claw. It actually can heal you. That feels so OP. She switched sides on me right away. Are you kidding me? I guess I'm too close to her is the thing I'm doing wrong. I need to be farther away when I actually pogo. I shouldn't be floating out in the air there. Shouldn't be floating out in the air when they're when the thorns are coming up from below. Gosh dang it. That's an interesting discovery, that I can claw line the spiky thorn projectiles, balls, whatever you call them. They're thorn balls, let's be honest. They're thorn balls, and you can claw line them to get them out of your way, because of course you can. I don't know how I did that. How in the world did I do that? What the fuck? How in the world? Now, see, that's what I was sure was going to happen the last time. I don't have enough. What am I doing? I'm trying to heal with 0 silk. I just can't be too close when I pogo. That's the mistake I'm making. I'm just way too close. I'm too close. Too close, gosh dang it. Claw line is good, but it does spend your silk. And so when you go to have actual heal, it ain't there. Do I need to bring in a reserve bind instead of Paula pouch? That is the other big challenge with the Beast Crest. You get no blue slots. You gotta rely on your Vesta Crest only. Oh, can you knock those in her direction? Can you actually knock the spiky balls toward her? God damn it. No! Fuck! No, I fucking thought I was dashing. Instead, I jumped. I was too close. Oh my god. Everything's falling apart here, man. Everything's falling apart. I can't keep it together. Boy, those get so annoying. That's actually a pretty easy way to deal with him. That was supposed to be a pogo. Oops. So you can claw line the thorn balls. You can claw line her face. And you can just slide down the wall ever so slightly once she starts doing the little orange projectiles. The goop. When she starts slinging the goop. You can also, like, maybe hit the balls in her direction. Haven't quite figured out yet if that's actually... Oh, no! Yeah, you can! Ran out of room. Oh, no! Shit. Oh, what am I doing? I need to heal up here. Stupid son of a bitch. I'm doing it when I'm too close to her. All the silly little things that can go wrong, where you walk off the ledge and then grab yourself back up right into a goop pellet. Man, not having a floor in this fight sucks. Thanks, I hate it. Greedy. Where was my claw line? Seriously, claw line. I hate that I can be too close to her to not get the fucking... To not get... What am I even saying? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The fact that my pogo is too close to her, or that I'm too close to her when I'm trying to pogo. And then there was no claw line there. When I turn to the right, I feel like I'm missing some inputs or something. I must be mispressing the controller. It's got to be my own damn fault. That right there is so... It's just the beast claw, right? Like, this is what I get for choosing the beast claw. But that... I can't be above her and too close. Otherwise, the pogo's not going to register. I disagree that hit me. I disagree. Yo, why did I claw line there? No. Greedy. And then I didn't have a heal. Because I just claw lined and spent my silk. Dude, I swear this is the stupidest attack ever. I hate this fucking yellow blob shit. With no floor, it is so ridiculous to try to counter this move. And then you have this fucking bullshit. Oh my god. Fuck! Motherfucker, I'm getting so tilted. Like, you just can't get close to her during this move. If you try, you are so fucking screwed. There's like, you are just so boned. And she might do it twice in a row. Holy fucking shit, this fight sucks. Okay, time for a little more retooling. I don't think we're really DPSing enough with the polyp pouch. So we're bringing in the snitch pick because there's actually a really good rhythm that you can get in with Claw Line, as well as the Beast Claw Pogo, provided that she doesn't pull out that stupid, like, goop move when she starts spewing goop all over the place. That is such an annoying move. I hate it. But because we're not doing enough DPS with the tools, I thought, you know what? Let's bring in the extra life from the Plasmium pouch. I was thinking of doing the skull instead of the polyp pouch, but I think this is a better way for us to increase our, because this is great if we're not having to replenish our shell shards, right? And now that we have infinite Plasmium anyways. So this seems like a good tweak. And we're going to try the pale nails as well. I want to try, if I can, especially at the start here when we have a whole bunch of, because we can give ourselves basically all of the lifeblood, right? Just do all 6 of them to start. There's no reason not to do it all at the beginning here, I don't think. And then that's just out of the way. We don't have to think about that anymore. And now we can spend our silk on pale nails, as well as cogflies. Not that it costs silk, but we can do things that way. And just don't get greedy otherwise with our attempts to damage the boss. I hate this move. Hate it. It's much easier to deal with when you're on the ground, obviously. Obviously, so much easier. Still sucks. Yeah, see, if you fucking... That's the one that's getting me into trouble the most, probably, is claw lining into that move. Into the goop. Shit. Trying to get you to, trying to bait out a move. See, I sometimes don't know whether to go up or down. Greedy. I got fucking greedy. No, see, and then they changed directions on me. Fuck. This is not a good time to do the healing either. Wait, did I claw line the... No way. You gotta be kidding me. That was it? No way. It's over? Oh my god, you got to be... What in the world? Okay. Wow, that... Why did Carmelita have, like, the most insane health pool ever? Carmelita has, like, forever skewed my expectations for the rest of the game. Every other challenge that we've faced since Carmelita has been tough, but has not nearly had the same amount of health. Like, we haven't upgraded our nail, right? It's not like we're DPSing way... although, I did add the snitch pick. Maybe I'm doing much more claw line damage than I think. Okay, the heartbeat, I know. Heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. We are life. We are growth. What world without us? Seed. Defeat Nyleth. That was it, man. Yes, Hornet, wake up. That was it. She's like, huh? It's over? That was all we had to do? Just get good. Obtained the pollen heart. It beats faint and fast. Does that count as a percentage? We're still at 95%. So the hearts don't count as a percentage well, wait a second. Did the dreamers count as a percentage? Now I'm starting to wonder, because I think the dreamers did count as a percentage. So we were at 95%, weren't we? Am I crazy? Enlivened heart of Nyleth. It beats faint and fast. Bro, that was it. That was it. Wow. That was it. Just those little tweaks. I didn't even take like a super extended break. I just stood up, stretched a little bit, and rethought my build, and there you have it. Okay. So we made it, and it's so interesting that this is actually part of the Citadel map or the Grand Gate. It's not like it's Shellwood in color, but it belongs to the Citadel map. An interesting detail. I don't think there's more for us to do here. So let us return. Hornet ducking behind the nearest bush to make her escape. And let's go talk to the snail shamans. That's super exciting, because I was starting to get a little bit, you know, like, man, that Carmelita fight. Not only did she have an insane amount of health, but the gauntlet beforehand. What an unbelievably harrowing experience. Nyleth was fun, but I was getting to that same point with Nyleth that I was definitely at with Carmelita, where it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat this today. I'm probably gonna have to come back later on a different day after a real extended break and get the fight done. The no floor nonsense. It turned out to be okay if you just claw line the absence of a floor when you have claw line and the beast claw or the beast crest. It's a good one when the enemy is to the side of you. It's a good crest, guys. Secretly beast crest, best crest? Question mark?
Oh. Da, fenestra.
Wait a minute. Huh? Okay, this is unexpected. Hornet is saying that it is time, shamans. I have the hearts. Enough is requested. Enough to build your spell, yes? What? Does this mean that the Clover Dancer heart is they're counting that as one of the hearts? Because apparently we needed 3, and now we have 3. We're ready. Still, it's a sad set you're holding there. Strength such as few shall ever know. And all about to burn for Pharloom's saving. Okay, I hope I'm... I'm a little, all of a sudden, regretting talking to the shamans, because I'm not ready to do this. There's... I guess we're doing it, though. I guess we're doing this. I'll warn you, old one. This first part might not be pleasant, but we'll get you in there. deep as needed. We're just doing this. I was so not expecting this.
Memiro.
Now you've only to ready yourself for what comes after. Lay up on the dais, and we'll begin. Okay, so I do have a choice as to when I do this. This is so unexpected because... What? What? Do I still get to do this? I still want to do the thing at the Coral Tower. But it's like, nope, we're done. We're done, everybody. Let's go home. Because I have... It's counting the conjoined heart. That's good enough for this whole deal. Do I want to do this now? Shit. I mean, we're gonna have to do it eventually. And I guess I've... Oh, we forgot to read the journal entry. Nyleth, ancient heart of Shellwood, connected to all its living things. Her presence would once have maintained the wood's fragile order, allowing the safe passage of bugs across its branches. Shit. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Memero.
Our spells are woven, our parts prepared. Whenever you're ready, lay up on the dais and we'll begin. Best you don't dwindle now. Sorry, dwaddle now. Pharloom's time is short and those hearts won't go on beating forever.
Memero.
Dang. Okay. Is there something new over here? I'm always just hesitant. I'm always just hesitant about... Wait, did I try to go up here already? Yo, what the hell? How did I not Silksong this before? It must be because when I came here the first time, we didn't have Silksong yet, right? We came to the Snail Shamans and we explored around here, but the idea of Silksong had not yet entered my brain. Bro, okay, so there's a secret up in the Snail Shamans hut, chapel. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Oh my god. Oh my god, Hornet. What? What? Red memory? What? I feel like we've just entered into like NKG's arena. It's NKG up in here all of a sudden. Is this the exit? The red memory? Hornet sounded like she was in such extreme pain. Agonizing pain. And then that like freeze frame right before we go into the red memory. What the hell? What have they done to us? Oh, shit. I guess I'm supposed to pogo that. Oh, I have the hunter's crest. Guys, I'm like trying to pogo with the beast crest. They switch crests on me. Okay, it's not a silk heart. For some reason, I thought that might be like a silk heart. And it's like, this. We're gonna make you pogo for your third silk heart. Is it the red memory because it's Hornet's memory? Are we gonna fight ourselves? Is that a baby hornet? Next to a whole bunch of weavers. Yo, what in the world is this? The weavers all have red cloaks as well. Show us your craft, child. Show it splendid, as only we can teach. Prove yourself more weaver than worm. This music is incredible as well. Because it almost feels like... I almost feel like I hear shades of, like, Path of Pain a little bit. Like it's an homage to the king, the worm, and that side of Hornet's lineage. But now she's surrounded by the weavers in... Did this actually take place in quote-unquote real life, or was this all in, like, one of these weaver dream states? It's this little baby hornet. She's like in her little red blankie. And she's learning to weave. Okay, but then they're disappearing? What? I'm not doing anything on the controller, by the way. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. Now I'm trying to press the D-pad, but I think this is all just happening. What in the world? So she attempts to spin or weave silk, and in the process, I don't know, she absorbs the presence of the weavers around her? And then she grows up? Which way am I supposed to go here? I guess we're going to the left. Dude, the beating heart this whole time, too. A la NKG. I can't help but think of NKG every time. This is wild. The strands of silk, except they're black. I'm almost shaking a little bit. This is so freaking cool. Oh, look at the little spiders crawling in along the webs in front. Oh my god, it's a Hallow Nest elevator. No, it's the Distant Village elevator. We're at Distant Village. Oh my god. And the Weaver banners. The red Weaver banners. This isn't a color that I've had associated with the Weavers up to this point. Like, we've had Hornet's red hunter's cloak, and I just kind of thought that that was her thing. Can we activate this elevator? No, because obviously the chain is out. It's been disconnected, but in Hollow Knight, this elevator isn't even here. It's this little divot in the ground that I don't know how many hundreds of times I've walked past in randomizer and other places. I mean, I kind of want to see if I can go up to the Stagway. I know I'm supposed to go inside of, was it called Hera's Den? There's no stag, unfortunately, in this stream. And I don't think we can go in here either. No Brum to visit. Broom. Never knew how to say his name. This is crazy. And there's Hera. Oh, dude, this is so crazy to see Hera like this. Because you only have ever had the image of her sitting or laying almost dead, basically, on the bench or on her, what do you even call it? Her dreamer bed. But here she is. Look at how amazing she looks. Except we can't really see her because she's covered in this red hood. But the mask, her dreamer mask, her six-eyed mask, projection shines through. And little teeny tiny Hornet sits down here. Little baby Hornet, so cute. It's adorable on one hand, and it's also the coolest. I cannot believe they're doing this. Ignore them, daughter. They're whispers. The other Weavers? Ignore them? Greater, grander, Weaver, Guardian, Queen. Those are their desires, not your own. Certainly not mine. Okay, so the other Weavers were almost already, it sounds like they were already looking at Hornet as, I mean, if Hera was already kind of a ruler, one of their rulers or queens, I don't know exactly where she sat in their hierarchy, but they were starting to eye Hornet in the same manner. Visions of her as their queen. Except that's not Hera's desires, and it's not, well, at least what she says is not Hornet's. Only if you resist them, you might see it. Another hope. Beyond. But to recall these words in time so far, will you even remember me, child? Could you? A mother, before the mask, before I lay forever in duty. So this is before she became a dreamer. Hornet was like in her infancy, it seems, to the point where she couldn't even necessarily consciously remember this. But now this memory is being pulled to the forefront. That's what the shamans are doing. That they said, we will go as deep as we have to go. And I didn't quite know what they meant, but they meant deep into her memory and her subconscious to extract these words that Hera spoke to us way back when we were the teeny tiny toddler Hornet. So there's some other hope, some other vision that she had planned for Hornet beyond whatever other trappings the Weavers had in mind. And then she goes to be a dreamer. Wow. Oh, this is just so incredibly well done. Phenomenal. Which way are we going now? Okay, we're going to the right. Oh, the Hera masks. And all the whole, the whole time in the background, you hear the weavers whispering and hissing almost. She says, ignore them, Hornet. Don't listen to them. Their desires are not your own. Oh yeah, this theme now. This is... We're starting to harken back to the Hollow Knight soundtrack, but I'm trying to figure out exactly which... I think it's related to the... Either White Palace or the Path of Pain in specifically, perhaps. Which is also related to the Hollow Knight's theme. Oh, dude. Oh, and now the orange sun behind? Is that... is that a... No, wait a second. I was thinking it was, oh, orange, Hollow Knight. But now I see what looks like, is this honey dripping down like we're in the hive? We are. Why are we in the hive? Why in the world are we in the hive? Also, this is so cool. I'm starting to lose it at how just awesome this is. That we're going back to these locations, sort of going back to these locations from Hollow Knight. I thought it might let us sit at the chair there. Did Hera have some sort of bargain with the bees regarding Hornet? the big claw-line ball of honey here. Claw-line honey. This is so... Oh, I cannot wait to see what's next. I thought we were gonna have to wait until getting that other heart from the Sands of Karak. I hope we still get to do whatever that fight is out there, because I want to see what that's all about. But this is just so unexpected. Whoa. The queen! It's the queen bee! And Hornet is dueling with her. Good. Better. Yet still, you will need to be faster. In time, they will come for you. Those who fear your nature and those seeking to claim it. To survive our world, you must learn to sting. Swift and sudden. Yo. Is this why she's called Hornet? Is it not because that's what her mother named her? Maybe she did name her that. But also she's training with the queen bee in the hive. Surely that must be related to why she's called Hornet. We never had a hint of this in Hollow Knight, right? Did I completely miss this part of the Hollow Knight origin story? It's not the Hollow Knight origin story, it's Hornet's origin story. But I don't think that was ever something that they covered in Hollow Knight. I don't remember that at all. What an amazing detail, dude. Hornet was straight up training like the Queen Bee Sensei over here. What is gonna happen next? What in the... I'm geeking out so hard. This is the best. The White Palace? She goes to meet Papa. Papa Hornet. Dude, I really want to be able to go. That it has to be a thing that somebody either has or will develop a mod for Hollow Knight that lets you play as Hornet. I want to do White Palace as Hornet. I want to do it. There's not going to be secrets here, right? But I can't help myself. Because what if there is? Damn it. I mean, so many parts of of White Palace would probably be trivialized by the presence of Clawline. The existence of Clawline basically makes White Palace a moot point. Oh, what was in the background there? Oh no, it's the White Lady. I think. It is. I was right. I was right. I could see the tendrils. Oh, and Hornet is now not wearing her red cloak anymore. She's wearing like White Palace garb. Oh, and this is so different to see the White Lady like this. I don't think she has... Is she wearing anything? When we see her in Queen's Garden, it feels like she's got like the same outfit as Hornet almost. Like Hornet's wearing like the same outfit that you see on like the king's servants who are always bowing to you. Alas, and this is all, you know, we hear in Hollow Knight, we hear the queen, the White Lady, talking about the worm's dalliance. Or was that the midwife? I think it's the White Lady. I think she talks about tolerating the worm's dalliance as bargain. The affair that the worm has with Hera in order to make the deal of her becoming a dreamer. And that results in Hornet. So how must the White Lady feel about this? Addressing the the love child over here, more or less. Alas, Spider's child. For our ways you will think us harsh. You will think us uncaring, unrepentant. And so we must seem, for such is the cost of our wish. The wish to contain the infection, the radiance, I think.
Yanara.
Oh no, you are wrong, lady. I knew the wish and the price to achieve it. And now, across these many ages, I have only come to know it better.
Cadestre.
Strength in mind, in care, in claw. Strength enough that I may live to see a world better than our own, or to craft a world as I desire. That was my wish of my mother, of my mentor, and of you. Indeed, Spider, so much pain you must have passed to speak our hope so simply. For her, you become, who knows clear our desire, and has seen full the darkness beneath our house, I would show you the gift. The darkness beneath our house. The abyss, right? I would show you the gift? What? A delicate flower? Witness the first light. The only means we possess to resist that void with which our family is forever linked. No way. Okay, I'm remembering now that the shamans in us, we talked with the snail shamans about the presence of, what, an everblossom? Is that what it was called? Everbloom? Is it really actually a delicate flower? Was I not even, I was joking about that, wasn't I? I was like, oh, are we going down to get a pale flower? That's what it looks like. And this is what we use to resist the void. Reach forth, child grown strong. Wrest it from this remembrance. Burn yourself free from our sad fate. It's actually a delicate flower? Obtained the Everbloom. Oh, I cannot say enough how much I loved what they just did. Getting to walk through those and seeing these characters from the world of Hallownest, being able to connect, build this connection between Pharloom and Hallownest, and Hornet's origin story. And then, and the music as well the whole time. Like, I think there were shades of the Hollow Knight theme in there, but it does feel like there's a bit of a new spin on it. In whatever the case may be, Christopher Larkin once again nails it. And we have a fragile flower taken from a deep and distant memory. Its pale light wards against the void. Dude, I totally need to go back and rewatch the endings. Maybe we should do that as an episode coming up. But rewatching the endings from Hollow Knight. Because I thought it was kind of a meme ending almost. Like, oh, we're giving a pale flower to this God Seeker, and that gets us a special new ending. Like, why is that a thing? Was Team Cherry really setting us up this whole time? Like, yeah, the reason that you did that is because it's an Everbloom. You gave an Everbloom to the thing so it could resist the void. This is crazy. Also, if... Remembrance, claim the Everbloom from within a distant memory. Unreal. Oh my god. The shamans. The shamans are gone. The shamans are gone. Is that because the shamans are actually tied to the void? And because we summoned an Everblossom, they're no more? Everbloom. Ethereal flower plucked from a deep and distant memory, glows with soft, pale light that wards against the void. The shamans are no more. Holy crap. Wow. That's where we'll wrap up this installment of Silksong, ladies and gentlemen. This is... Such an awesome game. We're gonna explore up here next time. And we now have our final objective. Descend, last dive. Dive into the void and cut Pharloom free. Totally wasn't expecting that to happen, but apparently 3 hearts was enough, even if one of them's a conjoined one. And we actually have a stinking pale, delicate flower. If you happen to be a member on the channel, spam your Hollow Knight flower emote in the comments. Let me see them. Let me see those flowers down there, guys. Holy crap, this game is amazing. The way they did that and getting to walk down the red memory, actual memory lane, crimson, red memory lane. I think the coolest part of that was the fact that we were trained. No wonder we have a hive steel needle. Because our mentor was the queen bee. That's unbelievable. Unbelievably cool. We didn't get a new journal entry for that, did we? Because there was no boss in there. Gosh. Holy crap, dude. Okay, there's still so much to do in this game. We got parts of the white word, an ornate lock to undo, and still so many sections, I'm sure, of that. There's an entire other memory still up in the sands of Karak that we didn't even need, apparently, because it's chopped liver, but I still am going to do it. We are at 96%, though. The Everbloom apparently counts as a percentage. But if and when we want to go back down into the void, we're ready to go. We won't be doing that for a little bit because we got to do other things first. But holy crap, this game is just... I can't believe the snail shamans are gone. I also thought I was going to destroy one of their shells. They had some pretty sturdy shells, but they apparently are gone, guys. I don't know if they ran out here or something because the void was too, or the pale energy was too intense. But it looks like they are just dunzo. Cooked by the Everbloom. So yeah, there it is. Everbloom obtained, and I have no idea what we're gonna do next. I was like, today I was like, oh, we're gonna backtrack the Citadel. That didn't happen. But some way cooler stuff did happen. And so maybe we'll backtrack the Citadel next time and see what else we can find. But my God, this game is the best. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.